Our group's cam and follower is designed to mash, chop, and slice foods placed in a stainless steel bowl as seen in this picture.
The machine runs by bringing the attachment up and down inside the pan. This attachment covers over half of the pan to ensure the vegetables are thoroughly chopped or mashed. The bottom pan or cutting surface can be freely rotated as the user wishes. Inside, one can see the components at work. The cam only needs to displace one end of the arm a short distance to allow a large enough range for the attachment to clear the pan. Both ends of the arm are guided to keep the attachment motion strictly vertical.
The cam and follower is mounted vertically and is rotated at 120 RPM. It is compact but sturdy in design. As a result, the cam is relatively heavy, being made from cold-rolled steel. This enables the cam to effectively travel along its rotational path and to stay in contact with the follower throughout its motion. It uses an electric motor to rotate the cam about a horizontal axis, and it allows the cam to consistently serve its intended purpose without a large margin of error. The main purpose of the cam and follower is to mash, chop, and slice various types of food. The cam rotates, and it comes with numerous attachments to enable its wide variety of cooking tasks. In general, food is mashed, chopped, or sliced as the cam rotates about its horizontal axis with a free rotating cook attachment mounted to the cam.
The biggest challenge in the design of the product was finding a spring rate for the spring attached to the follower that would allow the cam to rotate freely but not lose contact with the follower. With that in mind, it now uses a spring rate that produces just enough force to enable constant contact between the cam and follower, while allowing the cam to rotate and mash, chop, or slice food 120 times per minute and not burn out the standard electric motor.
The advantages with this design include easy integration of either manual, crank, or electric motor power for the rotation of the cam, easily interchangeable cooking attachments, and a great versatility for multiple applications outside of the food and cooking industry.
The approximate cost of the cam, follower, and electric motor assembly would be $22 for the quarter-inch steel plate that would be used for both the cam and follower, 86 cents for the quarter-inch round steel bar that would be used for the masher arm, and $12 for 2 electric motors, one to spin the cam and one to spin the pot full of food, $12.46 for the stainless steel pot used to house the food, and $3 for the vibration sensor, bringing the total cost of our design to $50.32. The most likely failure mode for our cam and follower design would be if the user put too hard of a food in the pot and turned the masher on. The masher would not be able to run through its cycle of motion and the cam would stop rotating, thus overheating the electric motor and possibly stripping the motor's gears and destroying the motor. In order to solve this problem, we propose a collapsible piston mechanism that causes the masher arm to fold or compress under a certain degree of upward force from the food in the pot. Our cam and follower was designed with safety in mind because all of the gears and all of the electrical components are covered by metal or plastic plating. The electric motor contains a fuse that stops the flow of electrical current during a power surge, and it protects the motor in case too much upward force is placed on the masher or masher arm. There is also a limit to the rotational velocity of the electric motor so that the motor doesn't wear out other mashing parts in the product, and so that users will have more control over the mashing process. In addition, the mashing device will be able to stop sooner in case of an emergency shutdown. This will prevent any injuries from becoming more severe. There is also an excessive vibration shutdown switch that turns off the masher if the amount of vibration in the product could cause the pot to fall off its turntable or cause the follower to lose contact with the cam.